Florida man disowns drugs found wrapped around his own penis.
Wait a minute.
Stick around, make a sound. There's more Dumb People Town.
Hey, Townies, welcome to another episode of Dumb People Town. Population you.
Population Glazer.
Mike Glazer.
Mike Glazer.
What's happening? I'm pretty dumb. I've done many dumb things.
Welcome to Dumb People Town. This
You're
is
Missouri, right?
Yeah, we can talk about it. If
we can talk about
It'll probably take over the episode.
What part? Where?
Parkway North, baby.
Yes!
What was that?
I was
Look,
just there
Jay.
in St. Louis.
Were you in St.
Jay
Louis?
went to a place
Doing-
in his head.
Wait, we've had this conversation before.
We met maybe 8 years ago at this point. So
Where?
This is like officially the first, like at the Improv Lab.
Yes.
Something like that.
And did we talk Parkway North? We did.
I brought it up and I was like, just so you all know, and we were going to talk about it, but then you had to hit the stage and do your thing.
Okay, so I'm not losing my mind that
Not at
we
all.
started this conversation. Okay. We're going to end it now. It ends here. So I was just back in St. Louis. My daughter was looking at Wash U.
What's
And
Parkway North in relation to Crev Core?
It's in Creve Coeur.
I know.
Don't you dare
Don't you dare
pronounce
it
it
correct
properly.
I got this from you guys.
Correct French
Call it
pronunciation.
Feliz? What's going on here, man?
It's Despair. Despair.
Isn't it called the Ladies Cliff or something?
No.
All right. But where is Parkway North in relation to?
Close. It's in the same. It's in there.
It's the what high school did you go to area?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
it's
I
in
mean,
our
so
area.
Parkway has north, central, south, and west. South and west.
Parkway North is the high school?
It's the high school.
Oh, I didn't know if that was the name of the town or
Parkway
suburb.
is the school district, north, south, central, and west,
Gotcha.
and then we went to Parkway East, junior high school.
Yeah.
Which is now Parkway Northeast.
It is?
Yeah, it's called Northeast, and it's
Even though
and
our
it's a middle
public
school.
system is
You're
failing us,
out
I'm
of
just glad we're
touch.
getting our cardinal directions correct.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
goodness. Central couldn't have been anything else.
Central was not Central, and they had great. Central had like some good athletes and stuff that came through there.
Cute girls
Yeah, oh my
always.
God,
Yeah,
God
damn
bless
you,
it.
Central.
Anyway,
All right.
well, and North was on like the dumbest street ever, Fifi Road. Fifi,
And our school colors were acid and wash.
that's right.
Knock it off.
And we had a smoke. We had a smoking lounge, not for the teachers, for the students.
Yeah, Marlboro Reds. Let's go.
And I'll be honest, Glazer, we both have big comedy dreams. But in 2010, when we were in the back bar at Second City, I didn't know we'd be doing this someday.
Yeah. Look how far we've come now.
Hey-oh.
Damn.
Still dumb, but we
Hell yeah.
faked our way up.
Yeah, we figured out how to market it.
I'd be like, that woman shouldn't be smoking. She's pregnant. She's a senior.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Oh, Randy's
Julie.
still talking about the
Shout out
selfie
to
lunch.
Julie.
Friend of the
Trell.
show, Brad Morris, would just bring us food from restaurants.
Love that guy.
Remember when he bought the Cubanos? He would like go. There was like this great Cuban place over by Smoke.
You gotta ask him where to go. He just gave me a
I
great
rosemary.
rec in Chicago.
He is. He's the connected guy. He's the
He knows
secret
everything.
mayor.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, where do I go? He's like, Dove's Luncheonette. I'm like, boom. All right,
Boom.
there you
I'm
go.
there. Why do I look like I work at the Guitar Center or a DJ on a 1980s radio
You're like
station?
the guy who sets the speakers up for the bar mitzvah DJ. Okay.
All right, take us.
First story. Florida man. This
Sent
is
in by who?
Sent in by Derek the Legendary Daddy at Game Design Dude, who is
Been around for a
not
while.
Derek Lipkin.
Not Deb
Right.
Lipkin. It's a different guy.
Game design dude, been around for a while.
All right. Florida man arrested for hurling fried chicken at his sister during argument.
Why waste it?
Hurling.
Hurling.
You have to be so
Hurling
mad.
makes it more aggressive, right?
100%.
So mad.
Tossing. Could have said tossing.
Could have said
Cops don't get involved in a toss.
We're hurtling towards
Hurling.
like a climate disaster.
Hurling.
Hurling?
So, Rand, remember one of the sports we covered on Cheap Seats was hurling?
That's with like the
Irish
stick.
They're throwing a ball and they're hitting each other.
It's like
That's
field
the
hockey.
game?
hurling. Yeah. Field hockey with hitting.
Oh.
Okay. A Florida man was arrested after an argument between him and his sister. Is that good English?
Between him and his sister.
Should be between his sister
And him. Yeah. It's just poorly written.
I'd rather not chime in. I don't know
you're
those
throwing
words.
chicken.
Don't be smart.
him.
I'd throw
Yeah.
a chicken at the guy who wrote that.
Boom. You'd get arrested.
A Florida man was arrested after an argument between him and his sister escalated to the point he started to hurl fried chicken at his sibling during their spat in their home. This is
I
literally
agree
the
with
worst,
Mike. Waste of chicken.
and
You
also
said
the
that.
worst
Yeah,
written sentence.
waste.
Worst written sentence I've ever heard.
Yeah.
At one point calls it his sister, then calls it sibling. One long sentence. Okay.
Fried chicken.
I'm going to pronounce the name.
And we're going to love this person like nobody's business.
No, you're going to understand why they're crazy. Kanye. K-H-A-N-Y-E.
Oh my gosh.
Yay for short.
Sure. Ha.
Edra Yeezy
Yeezy!
This is a chosen name.
Medley. I'm not going to tell you how old. Was
24.
taken into custody on Monday. What'd you say?
24.
24. What do you say?
Oh, I'm gonna go 31.
63.
That's great.
I don't know.
20 years old, Daniel
There you go,
Glazer.
Wow,
Right.
nice.
1 year off.
Was taken into custody on Monday by Clearwater police on a domestic battery charge. Jail records show after he
Oh wait, can we do the battery joke? Just because it was fried
Sure.
chicken, you know?
Yeah, it was battered.
Battery.
lightly battered,
battery.
lightly battered.
Lightly
It was
battered.
light battery. Jail records show after he allegedly launched a piece of chicken
Yeah.
at his sister's back the previous afternoon.
She's walking away.
Yeah.
You can't. I mean, that's like shooting someone in the back. You can't throw. You can't
No
launch.
honor. No honor in a chicken
Launch
fight.
a piece of chicken at the back.
Mr. Medley, who lives with his sister, not for long, at their Clearwater residence, is claimed to have gotten into a verbal altercation with his sibling. An arrest affidavit obtained by the smoking gun stated.
And she walked away.
While the siblings were
She walked away. She had.
Power move would be turn around, pick that chicken up, eat it.
Eat it.
Yeah.
and throw it back at him. The bones.
Thanks.
While the siblings were exchanging words, Mr. Medley allegedly grabbed a bag of chicken from the victim and began hurling chicken at her.
I used to know a guy.
You want this? You like
I used to
this?
know a
You
guy-
like this? You like this?
who would eat the bones?
No.
What?
Bones and all.
What?
Yeah.
It's an all.
Yeah. Jay Lorette.
Oh.
Jay Lorette.
He ran the mobile church out at the truck stop, and he would eat. Yes.
That's wild.
That's
He'd eat the
serial
whole
killer,
drum.
dude.
Yeah.
Jay, you
No,
done?
he's a really nice guy.
Dan
check
hanging
his
out.
crawl space. Dan,
Great guy.
check,
No.
check his crawl space, sir.
Dan,
No need. Great
This
guy.
is my impression of
There's no bones in
Dan.
there.
Dan trying to be nice to him and get him to not eat the bones. You done with that, Jay? I'll throw it for you.
Oh, you don't have it. No, I got it. I remember watching him eat the bone from a drum.
Was he making eye contact with you the entire time?
No, he was in the zone.
If he's looking at you, he's like kind of glazed and no offense, glazed.
No
he's
way.
glazed and he's looking
Compliment.
off in the distance.
The chicken was from a place called Churches, in quotations, as if they've never heard of Churches Fried
Is
Chicken.
it from churches or is
Yeah.
it not from
Yeah.
churches?
Might be slang.
Then it said possibly meaning Church's Texas Chicken,
Yeah.
which has a location down the road from their residence, the affidavit.
This guy doubts his own reporting.
I know.
The
Also,
ad-
this is an ad. Is this
Listen,
a
wait,
ad?
please.
Come on down to churches.
Listen to this.
Chicken's so good you can throw it your sister.
Location down the road from their residence, the affidavit hastened to add.
Hasten to add.
Why are you suddenly becoming literary and then you aren't half the time? One piece of the fried chicken struck the victim in the back and left debris of food on her shoulders, the
It's a little
affidavit
grease.
complains.
A little good grease stain.
A little
Debris.
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 Oh, some
Detritus.
Little Crispies.
You know who'd eat that bone?
Jay.
Jay Luttrell.
Lorette.
Liverette.
Lorette.
Why'd you call him Luttrell?
Luttrell's pretty well.
While officers were interviewing Mr. Medley, he admitted to throwing 2 pieces of fried chicken at his sister, one of which hit her.
So he
He's
missed.
not even denying it.
You know what? I bet he missed with a wing, something lighter.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
wing.
Probably
he-
sailed on him.
Then he wanted that heftiness of like a thigh.
Give
Not
me a
too big.
Give me a thigh and a leg, and I'll throw the whole thing at her.
Boom.
I want that debris going on her shoulders.
When asked at what motivated him.
I'm hastening to say,
When asked at what motivated him to start throwing the chicken at her,
this is the worst written thing ever.
like a 5-year-old wrote this.
Yeah. Maybe.
I'm incensed at the
Little
writing.
reporter day at the newspaper.
Mr. Medley
Bring your
claimed
daughter to
he
report.
did it because, quote, he had not eaten and did not want the piece of chicken the victim offered him, so he became upset.
Yeah.
That feels like a good reason. I'm sorry.
100%.
Should not be going to jail. He had not eaten.
and
Yeah.
he
He
wanted.
did not like the piece that he was given.
Yeah.
Maybe he
Logical next
was.
step.
Maybe he was
Right.
just
Step, throw
giving a
chicken at
tiny,
her back.
a tiny wing. That's a bad piece.
Oh
if you're
my
just
gosh.
giving a tiny.
I ordered
wing.
No
drums
meat on it.
only.
Yeah.
Drums only on the wing order is
At Hooters?
such a call.
I mean, I like them all, but
The 20-year-old was
some
released
flash.
At
from
B-dubs?
Pinellas.
Dude, Jay and I went to B-dubs and I know Shane Gillis talked about it. It makes me laugh so hard. Your B-dubs crew, but we went to B-dubs in Cleveland across from.
sure.
Those are some of the best wings I've ever had.
Ever.
Hell yeah.
And we ordered. My mouth is watering right now. We
We
ordered
ordered
boneless,
Boneless and we watched-
garlic and lemon or whatever it is,
and
the
then
garlic
like a
parm.
buffalo and then a
garlic
barbecue.
parm.
And then we watched
I'll eat.
a tournament, like a NCAA
How many
tournament
could you
games.
eat right now?
I'm not shitting you.
Not
I could
joking.
Eat, I could eat 40.
If you said you have to eat 40 to save your kids' lives, I'd be like, you picked the
I could do
wrong
that. I'd probably
man.
get sick. I could do 20 right now.
How many could you do right now? Boneless B-dubs.
boneless.
Oh, a boneless,
40.
a boneless 40.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do a
40.
40 rack
Yeah.
easy. Absolutely. I have the app. I have the B-dubs app. I'm serious.
You have the
about it.
B-dubs app?
I'm a big.
Are we going
When
into
are we
your app?
going to B-dubs?
Hooters
All of
is
us.
my number one.
We
but I
have
love
a
B-dubs.
good 36 more minutes. Should we place an order to the
Let's go,
studio?
man.
Okay. This is not the first time this week that food has been used in a battery case.
Yeah.
Mike
Probably a funnel cake assault.
in Pinellas
fish,
County,
a fillet of
as
fish.
another man was arrested Thursday after he flung pasta with sauce at another driver during a road rage
I think we
incident.
talked
did that
about
one.
that.
We
Yeah.
did.
I've covered
Did.
that, yes.
Sophie Buttle.
No, and who was that? Nolan Goines.
Yes, there was the Nolan Goines.
There you go. We know that whole
Nolan
story
Goines.
about
We
that.
did it with Sophie Buttle.
He was taking the that's the same
Canadian Sopranos.
same county, same county. I want to know who.
So
wrote
this is a
thing.
county where just in
Excess food.
Clearwater, where it's like people are like, when I'm not done with my food is for two things: one, eating, and two, throwing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to be happy. From
I
law
came here to
enforcement.
do two
Two
things: eat this chicken and throw
throw
this
this
chicken.
chicken.
Looks like I'm done eating.
From a law enforcement standpoint in Florida, you're so happy it's not swords.
I
You are,
Anything that is-
Dan, you are, but like if you're the cop and you get like
So
this is
fill
like
this
as a
paperwork out.
parent when your kid calls you in to do something
Right.
that you
This shouldn't
do
even have
not
gotten to
need
this
to
point.
got
Yeah.
get up from the thing you're doing to go all the way in to do that
Yeah.
thing. That's the way these cops feel. They
Sure,
have
yeah,
to
yeah.
be like, let me see the scars. It hit the back
I
of your
would
clothes.
rather-
Or to the other person, they go, "What are you doing throwing chicken?
Yeah.
Come on."
You don't think it'd be fun to
Grow up.
wear rubber gloves and pull out a Ziploc bag for evidence and put
Yeah.
chicken in a bag and mark it for the court?
Churches,
I think that sounds-
churches CSI.
Yeah. I
This
guess
is
they're, I guess they're no
allegedly
longer
churches.
birds of a feather.
Ah, You just a little
Are you,
tape,
are you doing the beginning of CSI?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Trying to think of some sort
tape around a
sibling
drumstick like
Uh-huh.
on the floor.
of. Yeah.
Real fun. Real fun.
I got a
good
lot of
story,
ideas, but
Jay.
it looks like this one's bone dried.
You can be my wingman anytime.
Well played.
He got stabbed all the way to the dark meat.
Oh, that was good too. I just appreciate
There
them.
you go. Just keep
All
going.
right, story number
Story number one,
One.
down in the books. We come back. We'll find out what we have going on, find out what Mike's got going on. You can check that out. All of that on Dumb People Town. I'm Mike Glazer.
Stick around, make a sound. There's more Dumb People Town.
Hey, gang, welcome back to the show. Before Daniel jumps into a hilarious story, no doubt, we should tell you, number one, if this drops before August 9th, which it may or may not, if it does, we're doing a live Dumb People Town at the Bell House in Brooklyn. We've got Chloe Trost on the show as of right now. We've got Ted Leo playing music on the show. We love doing that venue and doing live Dumb People Towns. Let's sell it out. It's going to be a blast. And let's just do that. Let's sell it out and add another show. God darn it. That'd be a blast. Also, for people who are going to be in Michigan, we are going to be in Ann Arbor doing a show at the Michigan Theater on the Friday night, the September 27th.
Who are they playing?
That weekend's Minnesota. It's Parents Weekend, so all the alumni will be there. Let's sell that out. I'd love to sell
1,400 seats.
that.
Can
got
we do it?
I think we
Yeah,
can.
let's
I think
do
we
this
can. Let's do it. Let's
shit.
go superscholars.com. All the tickets, links, and all that other stuff is there. Mike, where can people catch you, check you out, shows you got going on?
Is your show at the store monthly?
Yeah.
They messed up the schedule. That's why I wasn't there last week.
I was really excited to perform with you.
so was
man.
I. And then
Yeah.
I found out that they're like, "Oh, we gave you the wrong time." And I was like, "Oh,
What's
it's
the
okay.
show? Tell people the show.
It's called Glazer's After Party, the last Thursday of every month, 8 p.m. It's an after party, even though it's before the second show. And we hand out micro surprises, I would say,
Oh,
things
nice.
like that. It's
Yeah.
a real fun time. We turn up.
How does the
everyone-
audience, like, at what point in the show does the show get really good?
Great, what, like 40 minutes in.
40 minutes in.
That's
40
when you're
minutes in.
like, okay, everybody's on like a nice little level
Yeah.
plane.
journey.
You can feel the shift. Everyone's
Yeah.
real excited, and then everyone settles in, watches great comedy, and then around 40 minutes, it's a community. And we're all there
So
together.
so that's
love that.
so truthfully, I know you bring that up in a fun way, but like that's what I love partially about going out and doing comedy on the road and doing comedy out there is that there's a room full of people. We're all focusing and coalescing on one idea and thought. When everyone laughs, you're like, we can all be one, you
Yeah,
guys.
for sure.
So
Yeah.
this takes that community level to a higher plane.
Okay, now.
And we'll be right back. No, but you know what I mean?
So
I
it's
think
every
it's-
month.
do.
Every month at the
100%.
store.
100% every
Yes.
month at the store, and
100
then
months.
100 months, and then I'm
get
I'm
there.
gonna drop my Netflix is a Joke Festival Presents Mike Glazer on my YouTube sometime soon.
Great.
We'll see when it's done being edited. And that's at Mike Glazer. That's my name. It's my YouTube.
Great.
That's
Glazer.
Yeah. Hit him with the Z.
I know that. Dude, he be glazing fools.
Yeah, why are you glazing on him?
Do glaze on him.
You got to be glazing him.
Got to riz him up.
Every person I've known named Glazer
Spells it a different
to
way.
some people, either spelling or not spelling, to like some people just goes by Glazer.
Yeah.
Right.
Like-
Glazer.
Oh,
That
I'll
was
shout out Josh Sandoval at the Ice House.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't sure which one, so he put an S and a Z. In my last name
Yeah,
on the
double
lineup.
dip.
Thought that was a real nice move.
Glazer. I do Glacier.
Why not?
Glacier.
All right, you want to do a story?
Glacier? Yeah.
Sent in by
Glacier.
Kyle Andrews at Late Night Nachos.
Bruges Glacier.
We're going back to Clearwater.
Oh, take me back.
Florida man disowns drugs found wrapped around his own penis.
Wait a minute.
Those aren't mine.
New penis.
That's
Who
mine.
does?
Yeah.
Yeah,
How do you do?
I have no idea how
that
they got there.
Yep.
Clearwater, Florida.
I don't
As
know.
long as drug
Wrong
users
dong.
have been wearing jeans,
Wrong dong. Who dis?
cops have been hearing these pants aren't mine, and finding when finding narcotics in their pockets.
These pants aren't mine. Yeah,
I
that's-
haven't been below
Yeah,
my
these
waist
are
all
my
day.
pants.
They are my pants. I
Now
just
a
found these
Florida
pants.
man had to alter the time-honored lame excuse as authorities discovered meth and cocaine packaged around the man's package.
My dick got hacked.
So rather than disowning his penis,
Right.
wah, wah. I love somebody who wants another job still
Oh,
having to do
God.
theirs. The suspect simply said the drugs did not belong to him.
They're not
They're
mine.
mine.
He could have gotten rid of the evidence, just like bend down over there. You know what I mean?
Yes. Deputies of the
Suck 'em
Pinellas
up.
County Sheriff's Office
I can't help
stopped a vehicle that was operating without its lights on around what time? Or at what time? Not even
If
around.
you have drugs around your penis, turn your lights on.
There was something, a documentary or something I watched earlier.
Right? Like you should be
Well,
doing
no, they
all
said this.
speed
This is what they
limit.
said. If you're going to break the law, don't get arrested for anything else.
Make sure your taillights are
Yes.
working.
Yeah.
Make sure
Yes.
you're going.
You use your
blinker.
You full stop at a stop sign.
STOP
Don't
in your
run
head.
the yellow, hoping you make it before the red.
Yeah. 42 and
if
a
you're gonna break
35?
one law, don't break any others.
Those weren't his drugs, though.
Yes.
That's not his
Daniel, they
penis.
weren't his drugs.
What time do you think he was driving with his lights off? Come on, friends.
3 a.m.
1
3.
in the morning.
1.
Wow.
I say 3.
No, I'm going to go 10:30.
4 a.m.
Yeah, baby.
There's
Isn't
not
that a
enough
Matchbox
other
20
people
song?
out
Also,
to distract from whatever
Yeah.
law you're breaking.
where do you have to go at 4 a.m.?
Right.
Go another time.
Right.
When there's more traffic.
And she said, baby.
It's like when Brendan Walsh would pull the. Remember he did the prank of Whole Foods coming to, was it Silver Lake?
Yeah.
And he also pulled the pranks across from the Virgil where he put the text messages up on the billboard. They were like
Hysterical.
holding a phone and they wrote like "Dad's dad come home," and somebody asked him when do you do that, and he said middle
During
of the day.
Because people think you're
You're
supposed to be there.
doing there. Yes.
If you're there at a bad hour,
at 4 a.m.
hey, what are you doing up there?
Nobody's working at 4 a.m.
You do it during the day.
I mean, people are, but in that capacity.
and if someone asks you, what do you do? And you say, I got the work order in my truck. Do you want me to go sift through all my stuff to get it for you?
Boom.
Boom.
I got the work order is enough for most people to be like, all right, I'm
Yeah.
Yeah, you just hold up any paper.
He's got a work order.
I got
Patrick
the work order up here.
Florence.
I'll bring it down in about an hour. Can you wait?
Patrick
No.
Florence was riding in the passenger seat of the vehicle. Deputies searched the automobile and discovered a gun beneath Florence's seat.
Florence
As
in the
a
machine.
As a result,
Gun.
they proceeded to search him. Upon
Florence
searching,
and the Machine Gun would be a
That is
great,
great.
That's cool.
That's a
Cover.
great.
all-male
band.
cover band of Florence and the Machine.
Upon searching Florence, they found the narcotics wrapped around his penis in 2 plastic baggies, according to the police report.
I'll be wrapped around your penis.
As a person who takes people to another level,
Yeah, sure.
and as a show we were recently on, we talked about
We sure
drugs
did.
being a part of life.
Yeah. Out there during my opium selling days. Yeah.
Yeah. This is
Did you sell opium?
I did.
How difficult was that?
Easy in a college town. The easiest. Southeast Missouri State. Shout
Easiest
out Cape
job
Girardeau.
you ever did?
SEMO.
Probably.
Southeast Missouri State.
Cape Girardeau.
SEMO.
Cape
Yeah,
Girardeau.
Cape Girardeau.
We know it. The boot heel.
Yep.
but never you're not hiding it. This isn't
no.
the option.
Also, that sounds so hot on your penis.
Right.
That's so hot.
a little penis scarf.
Yeah. Oof. I don't know.
you
You
don't
trying
wanna-
to cut weight from that? I don't think so.
Yeah.
It's like Vision Quest.
Also, like heavy. Anyway,
Florence stated the package wrapped around his penis was not his.
no, not mine.
Deputy Blake wrote in the report, the suspect with the wrapped package is now facing 4 felony charges, including possession of cocaine, meth, ammunition, and a firearm. He's the passenger.
Yeah,
I feel like the gun very easily is like,
That's not mine.
not mine. I'm just
The
in this
dick
car.
is mine.
Yes.
Gun, not mine.
Love
He
that
picked
song
the-
by Brandy.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, sorry.
I went further back to Paul McCartney.
Oh, the girl.
Dick is mine. The gosh darn dick is mine. Mine, mine. The dick is mine. Mine, mine.
Here's my thing. If you're going to say one of two things is not yours, say the gun. Don't say your own penis.
Right.
Or the drugs that are wrapped around your penis.
Yeah.
How did they get there, sir? Now
According to
we're into
news
that. Like
outlets.
the cop literally had to say, how did they get there if they're
If it's not yours, how?
Whose are they?
According to a news outlet, the driver also was in legal trouble. He was arrested for DUI and possession of marijuana. I'm okay with one of those things.
Uh-huh.
Get out of here on this.
Yeah.
Well, wait, you had a
hold
question.
On.
Let's- I
I
wanna hear
do.
it.
What do you think if you had a couple wires in the glove box so that if you do get pulled over, you could throw a couple wires on your chest and be like, we're actually undercover. We're on our way to
not?
a
There you
thing.
go.
Do you know what you're breaking up
Boom.
right now?
You know what?
that
Yeah, right.
classic.
You're in the
Officer,
wrong.
can I talk to you for a second? Yeah.
It's on my chest.
Yeah.
Or I'm so far undercover, I'm never coming back.
Right.
Which is like those guys
Those
in
guys, yeah.
Legs McNeil. That
Yeah.
I got to read that book.
Okay.
That book's amazing.
How old is Patrick Florenza?
The guy with the thing
Can
around
we
his
guess inches too, even though there might not be the answer?
Dude, I mean,
penis. 16. I don't know.
3 or 4, probably huge.
Huge long.
It's,
If
it's
it's
not
3 or 4.
length, it's width. You know, that's his thing that he's.
That's how I know it's not mine. It's so short.
3 or 4
I would
inches
say.
is plenty.
How old is he?
Yeah.
23.
23?
38.
25.
That's a young man's
right in the
game.
middle.
That's a Southeast Missouri State Cape Girardeau.
It is.
25,
25.
38. You
Yes.
said?
Yes.
And you went Michael Jordan?
23.
Patrick Florence, to end story number 2, is, I gave you a hint, 34 years old.
Wow. He should know better.
I mean, he should know
Right?
better.
It's
He
so
should be
close
there-
to the
don't
butthole.
get in
Just
a-
put it in.
You know what?
Put it in.
He wouldn't be dealing with any of this if he hadn't gotten in a car with a drunk driver. Huh?
Good point.
Idiot.
Idiot.
That's
Love the
thing.
conversation.
Rand's
they
got
had
story 3.
leading up to that.
Give us a tease as to what is happening in story 3 if you can.
I can't. I won't. You give it
You're-
away.
you're
I don't
founded.
want to give it away, but
Okay.
it's two people that do something with a third person that is insane.
Okay.
Sex, dude.
Can't wait.
There you go. That's how.
Stick around.
They wrap it around this. Stick around. We'll find out what Daniel's got going on, how you
Sure.
can follow him. This is just a fun. We're this lickety split episode. Well, let's just stick around and maybe
Pumpity pump
confront.
pump.
All right, it's Dumb People Town. Mike Glazer with a Z is with us, and we'll be right back.
Stick around, make a sound. There's more Dumb People Town.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. I'm very excited to do this last story. Get us going.
Let's get it going.
This is good. Do we have to do our
Yeah, you guys got
promote
some
our
plugs to do.
stuff?
coming
Let's
up.
plug our stuff that we have coming up on September 27th. Huge show in Ann Arbor, Michigan at the Michigan Theater. It's like 1,400 seats. It's huge. We'll be there for Alumni and Family Weekend. It's the Michigan-Minnesota football game on Saturday. Friday night, we got your plan. Come see us 8 p.m. It's going to be a great show at the Michigan Theater.
Right downtown Ann Arbor. Grab some dinner beforehand. Come see us afterwards. It's going to be a blast.
So we got that, and then we're going to Vegas for the first time. We've never performed in Vegas before. I mean, we did a corporate thing that
Sure.
Dan saw us struggle
was
through.
awesome.
But we've never performed in Vegas. But we're going to be in Vegas. I believe it's October 18th and 19th at Wise Guys Comedy Club. in
Real
Vegas.
nice.
Have you been there?
I have not yet. I heard it's beautiful.
I've heard it's
Fantastic.
amazing, and I love Keith Stubbs. So we'll be there. And then Flyover Festival and Comedy Fort, superscholars.com for all that stuff. And then if you're in L.A., Largo on the 9th of September, we're doing another Tag It. So there you go.
Oh, yeah.
You
Can
ready?
I say 2 quick things?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Also, our Patreon is so much fun.
It is so
Join
much
up
fun.
For that. You can send in a voicemail. You can send an email.
Oh, yeah, you
Tell
can-
your own dumb stories. You can send us stories that you just.
I'm gonna give you
see
both.
From,
So-
from pre 2010.
So
Send us any story.
email is dptpod@gmail.com. Phone number is
It's only $5 a month.
213-839-8322. Leave
Last question, really quick.
Sure.
Expectations for Michigan season? Just
None. I've got none.
Nice.
I mean, I think they're going to be good. I
It's
think
so unbelievable to be on the other side. I in our
I
lifetime.
want for nothing.
We've never
Yeah, they won
been
the
on the
national championship. You
other
guys are-
side of a national championship with Michigan.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
So
I think I hope
I think
they go
9-3.
9-3,
10
10
and
and
2
2
would
would
be
be
amazing.
incredible.
Okay, fun.
9-3, 10 and
Alright.
2. Are you ready?
Yeah.
This is sent in by Mike Moriarty. Moriarty at Tom Dinkin.
Sure.
It's really bad at aliases.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's like Tim Duncan. Maybe it's the reverse of
Tom
Tim.
Dinkin?
Tom Dinkin is is like a reverse Tim Duncan. Maybe he lives like outside of San Antonio.
That would be Tim Donkin.
okay.
That'd be Tom.
Tim
Layup.
Donkin is also funny.
Tim Donkin is really funny.
Sure.
And why Tim
Donkey
Duncan?
Kong.
Tim Duncan should be like
Tim Dunkin' Donuts,
Thank
and
you.
it's like a mix of Tim Hortons and Dunkin' Donuts.
I mean, it's really
Wow, great coffee,
Give me
good
some.
donuts.
great coffee, good donuts. We're ready to go. Here's the headline. You ready?
Okay.
Real estate agent accidentally burned down house ahead of open house.
Oh.
It was.
Oh,
Guess what?
It
it
was a 2-bedroom.
Hey, what is it now? One big hole?
It's a
it
very
is-
open concept now.
It's a bit of a fixer-upper.
Open plan.
Project house.
A real
Really, you
estate.
can make it your own.
Oh my God! A real estate actually burned down. I'm not going to tell you how much the property is to the ground while preparing for an open house with her employer ordered to pay, and we'll get into it. How much in
I
damage?
pray-
Where
God.
should I put the tiki torches, Michael?
Okay.
I pray to God this was
Not
like
near the house.
a brand new development or a
Yeah,
model
okay.
home.
Damn. So
Because
what do
if
you-
it's like you're showing someone else's house. Let's
Well,
hope it was not that at all.
So we'll get into the details of it, but just as I read you that, I want to play this game. I love when
Yeah,
They're
they do this.
barbecuing. They're making some meal inside,
Cookies.
and they
Probably
they're
cookies.
cooking, and they left the oven on or something.
I know, Dan. This is very close to you too. So,
Oh, yeah,
just,
that's right. Yeah, yeah.
but like, fires happen and it's not good. But what do you think happened?
I think she was baking cookies, or he was baking cookies.
Okay, what
It's
do
a
you think?
common.
Because you do bake cookies for people who come in and look at the
Yes,
open house.
yes.
What do you think happened?
Real quick, burned down my family's kitchen.
What?
I didn't know that you couldn't make latkes and just leave the oil, and then it smoked, and then the pan caught fire, and then I grabbed the pan, and then the drapes caught fire. And then the wall
No!
caught fire.
Why
It
are
was
there drapes
wild.
in your kitchen?
Very good question. It is my mom's fault. Thank you.
Okay, let's put the blame where blame is
And then
squarely
that pile
belongs.
of
I
wood,
think
that
he
pile
li-
of wood chips in the kitchen
Yeah.
caught fire.
I
You
think
were
he
37 when you did
turpentine
that.
ranks.
37 years old.
Were the latkes good? Do you make good latkes?
Solid, pretty solid. I will say,
what
I
Mike
think he
Glazer.
set the mood with the fire and didn't open the chute.
Oh,
Flume. Yeah,
Flu.
flew.
But it
Fluke
could be
game.
a flume.
Flu.
It's
It
like
was
a
a fluke
log
game.
fire flume. All right, you ready for this? Sydney real estate agent Julie Bundock
oh boy.
was
Send
preparing
it to
for an
the
open
Bundock.
house in a 4-bed home on Sydney's northern beaches. So on the beach.
Yeah.
You know, this is in Australia,
Yeah.
Yeah.
When she noticed
Bondi Beach, maybe.
the current renters of the house had left some bedding on the deck to dry. You know how you just leave bedding
Yeah.
out on the deck to dry? I mean, I
Yeah.
guess you washed it. But why leave it on the deck?
Let's
to-
light this small bonfire to dry this bedding out on this wooden deck.
She removed the sheets and threw them in a downstairs room onto a shelf below a light, which she then switched on. Why?
This is a science experiment.
Why switch the light on down there? If you're throwing stuff down,
What's it matter?
Leave the light off.
about how many minutes later a major fire broke out in the 4-bedroom house? How many minutes later after she did this?
10.
10? What do you think?
That's a
Dan?
pretty good guess.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 20.
20. What do you
Wow.
think?
I'm gonna go low 6.
Low 6. Okay. One of you is exactly
Me,
right.
it's 10
You
minutes.
think it's 10?
I
you
think
gonna,
it's 20.
you gonna stay where you are?
I have to. But I
Okay.
think it's you.
You have to. I mean, there's a guy who started a fire in
He
his
said
own
he
kitchen.
thinks it's me.
Oh, you thinks it's you?
I really do.
Okay, fine. Get your answers in, townies, because after about 20 minutes, Daniel,
Oh, Daniel.
a major fire broke out in the 4-bedroom house on Riverview Road on Avalon Beach, believed to be caused by the shelf and bedding heat up
Yeah.
and catching fire due to the wall-mounted light.
Yes.
Understand what you're turning on.
Lights
Understand what's near it.
Yeah.
The house estimated to be worth how much money?
Ooh, I don't know. It's
In
Florida.
dollars. I mean, we're not
Four-bedroom, it's beach property.
Beach property, 4 bedrooms. What do you think?
1.6 million.
What do you think?
You go.
Okay, I'm gonna go 2-1.
2.1.
Yeah.
Daniel,
I'm
what
gonna
do you
go
think?
4 million.
Whoa.
Get your answers in,
4
townies.
bedrooms on the beach.
Oh,
You
I
guys
didn't think about
circled
that.
it. You guys circled it. $3 million.
Okay. Yeah.
Along with all of its contents destroyed, which
Yeah.
sucks, but no one got hurt.
It's true.
Yeah.
That's how it
During
goes.
high tide, it probably went out, right?
Right, exactly. The owner of the property.
I think nature will take care of it.
I've got the bet. This guy.
Did you see that home?
The
in
owner
North-
of the
did you
property
see that
is-
home in North Carolina that got swept out to sea?
No.
Yeah.
Oh
Just
my
this past
gosh.
weekend. Yeah.
That's all going to start happening.
Mm-hmm.
The owner of the property, Peter Allen Bush. Is that just the greatest name ever? Peter Allen
Sounds
Bush.
like
Peter
all three
Allen-
partners of a law firm.
Peter Allen. And, you just got to put an and between.
No, it's Al. Peter Allen Bush.
Peter Allen Bush, who was preparing to sell the property, took the matter to court, as did the 4 renters of the property,
Of course.
who had their belongings in the
poor
fire. So
people.
he owns it, and was renting it, and was going to
Yeah,
try and sell it.
they all have damages.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But they're probably like a little bit like they have damages and they're upset, but they're probably like, screw this guy, Peter Allen Bush.
It's his fault for putting a light on the
Why,
wall.
also, why is he trying to sell the place? We're renting here. They're probably mad at him because they have
How
crime.
low is the light?
I don't know.
Or how
High
highly
is the
stacked
shelf.
are these
Oh, the
sheets?
bedding.
Oh, yeah, the bedding.
Too much bedding.
Also, don't you have a linen closet, bro?
Yeah.
Right?
She
that
also
should be
was
like
trying
a
to
phrase.
cut
Don't you have a
corners.
linen closet, bro? Yeah, she literally tried to.
Just stuff it in this closet and we'll be fine.
Mr. Bush told the court that after the fire, Miss Bundock said words to the effect, "Oh my God, Pete, I think I've burnt down your house."
Well,
He
don't say
claimed
that.
she said in the presence of others, including his de facto partner, Lynn Emanuel. Is that what you're calling your girlfriend? Your de facto partner?
Also,
Wow.
You know this old ball and chain over here, my de facto
Lynn
partner.
Emanuel, who wrote Hamilton.
yeah, the
That
Timu,
is-
the
his
Timu
name was
version.
Peter Allen Bush. His name is Peter Allen Bush. And there's another house he wished didn't burn down. Okay, so I've been doing some tidying up. I collected some sheets drying on the veranda, and I threw them on top of a freestanding metal shelf in the bedroom under the stairs. Don't throw it on a freestanding shelf. Fold that shit up and put it
Dummy.
downstairs. God, put it on a bed. I just threw them there, Pete, right up against the light on the wall, and I think that's what started the fire. Why did you throw it against
Why
the
are
light
you
on
I mean,
the
the thing
wall?
is, even if
incriminating
he's
yourself.
like, accidents happen, I totally understand. I mean, he has to sue her.
Yeah,
like, you can't.
she's incriminated
and
herself
it's her
over and over
company.
again.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it has to be. They
I
have to
mean,
like it has to be made good. And he
insurance-
can't just go forget. Like insurance is going to sue her
Sure.
and the company.
Judge, this is the best name for a judge, too.
Judge.
Judge Judy.
That would have been great.
Wouldn't that be great? Judge Mike Judge. Why doesn't Mike Judge have a judge show called Judge Judge? Judge Hammerschlag.
Dang. Keeps getting
He's
better.
going to bring the hammer
No
schlag down.
nonsense.
Drop the Hammerschlag.
Drop the
on him.
hammer schlag.
Also ordered the agency to pay interest on the combined how much in terms of damage?
Oh, because you have the renters, and
right.
then you have
That's
and
right.
the loss of $3 million.
Oh, gosh.
I'm going to go back to $4 million.
Okay.
3.5 million.
This is just the interest. This is just the interest.
Oh, the
Oh, the interest.
only
Oh,
interest?
oh.
How much is
okay.
the interest on top of whatever they had to pay?
$500,000?
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll go 200K.
Yeah, I'm gonna say $350K. How about $862,315
Yo, that is so much money.
from the time of the fire? All right, the fire might be caused by pulling or throwing bedding up against a burning light. It's obvious the risk was plainly foreseeable. This is what Hammerschlag, dropping the Hammerschlag, and Boondock. She's out in the boondocks. Ought to have known this, he stated in a decision. You guys want to see a picture of Boondock?
Yes,
Yeah,
I do.
of course.
Here she is.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Okay.
why would you do that? You're somebody's mom.
I don't think she factored that in. I don't think she was like, fuck them kids.
Like if Dan,
when she threw the
Dan, if you said, "Show me in the dictionary a picture of an ant," someone's aunt.
She does look like an ant.
You're right.
Everyone's
so
aunt.
she said
Yeah.
Hammerschlag ordered Miss Boondock's employer, Domain Residential Northern Beaches. That's the real estate
Yeah.
agency.
All
to
right,
pay-
that's a money laundering scheme.
Thank
Okay.
you. To pay
PRB.
Mr. Bush $740,642 and the renters $121,000. So if you're the renter and you're getting this stuff, I'm assuming if you're renting, you don't have great stuff. So you know
Hey.
what I mean?
No, I mean, it's come on.
Elise,
You're renting a beach house.
That's
yeah,
true. Elise,
true that.
Elise Coulter, the Ann Coulter of Australia, Reggie Songalia, Songala, Lauren Coulter, no relation, just kidding.
Stop.
And Ella Eagle, who I think should be Ella, Ella the Eagle. Judge Hammerschlag ordered the agency to pay $862 at the time. And the thing, that fireman, because that's right, we did the whole thing. Her evidence was clearly colored by a heightened awareness that she caused the catastrophe.
She did.
Yeah.
Domain residents Northern Beaches attempted to argue that Mr. Bush and the renters also played a part in the damage, as they did not inform the agency the shelf would heat up as a result of the height of the light.
Wow.
So she's now saying that it's the renters' fault because
They
didn't tell
put a
me,
metal shelf where they shouldn't have.
You didn't tell me that the shelf was going to heat up. It's like she's going against her common sense. That's what her lawyers, I'm sure, told her to do.
Oh, they're going to fight it.
And Judge Hammerschlag rejected this suggestion. The submission is made in a context where none of the plaintiffs could have possibly or remotely conceived that Boondock might do what she did. Yeah, you were stupid.
Right.
Yeah.
Fold it up and put it on a bed.
Oh man,
Good
There
Lord.
was no throw it.
it's a dumb
in,
move. Just
throw
a
it in the
dumb move.
dryer.
There you go. That's
Throw
the
it
move.
in the dryer. Look, this thing is already working. There was no occasion.
An LED bulb would also solve this whole thing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
100%.
That's so true.
Not
Acting
hard.
on emotion.
Thank you,
Her
Aaron.
actions were the sole cause of the harm. They were told told news.com they did not wish to comment on the judgment. Ms. Boondock was contacted for comment, and she did not.
No,
Yeah, she doesn't want to say anything
she's
else.
like, I already
anymore.
screwed myself once.
I mean,
what am I going to do it again?
it is a hard business to be in,
Sure.
selling houses and whatnot. You have a lot to worry
She
about.
literally opened the house. When you say that I want to have an open house,
She opened it up.
She opened the top.
She opened it
She
out.
pulled it all open.
But what if they get to, and I'm going to do the shining, what if everybody gets better stuff?
Okay, sure. High
Maybe-
thread count.
High thread count
This
stuff.
house is fire.
LED,
LED
light bulb.
light
This
bulbs.
house is on fire.
And then the house gets rebuilt the way
Sure.
that they wanted to.
Sure.
I want this to have a happy ending. With a happy ending massage parlor in the basement.
Oh, how nice is that?
That's
Wow.
so
How about that?
nice. Yeah. And
There you
she
go.
runs it.
And there you go.
That's an
Glazer,
episode.
thanks for hanging
Glazer,
with
thank
us,
you for
Glazer.
hanging with
amazing.
us.
What a
I
great
love you,
time.
dude. It's like this thing took on a life of its own. It's like you were here, weeks passed by, and then the third segment happened. That's what I love about this show.
Real quick, one last time, your show at the Comedy Store.
Last Thursday of every month, Glazer's After Party, Belly Room of the Comedy Store. Great
So
time.
fun.
Great time.
Great time.
Come see us do it. We'll do it.
We're all going to do
Be
it.
there.
Everybody's going to do it. And then what? DanielVanKirk.com, superstars.com. We love you. I know Snap, we got to get back to it.
Stick around, make a sound. There's more Dumb People Town.